What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Richard and I'm the guy in the red suit. We are going to play 60 seconds, and this time we are not going to nuke our kids. We are trying to rescue everybody in the family. And also we are trying to get as many items as we can get, and then, of course, survive in the bunker for enough days so the military is going to rescue us. Let's jump right into the action. Classic. Apocalypse. Normal mode. Begin adventure. Just need to get every family member and scavenge the shit out of everything. Let's see where everybody is. There's Timmy, Dolores, my big daughter. I'm going to take her first. So let's do this. And one soup on our way to the shelter. My wife. Water. And can't take the weapon. Teeny boy. Water and soup. Okay. To the shelter. Okay. Map. What did I pick? Playing cards, mask, and some water. Okay. I need the radio. Where's the radio? Oh, fuck. I see the radio. I can get it. Still got time for the weapon. And got it. Perfect. Okay, I'm not sure how many waters and soup I got, but I hope there's something inside the bunker. Day 1. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. I got the Boy Scout book, but I didn't think I'd pick it up, so let's check the notes. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we are all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. We can't remember bringing those supplies down to the shelter, but we are not complaining. We probably should have stocked it better anyway. So we got the Boy Scout book. Our shelves are full of cans. We will eat from cans, we will sleep on cans, we will even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about it for some time. Let's check. So I got 4 bottles of water and 5 cans of soup. Our rifle, radio, map. Oh, nice. Neat feature. Okay, let's continue. We don't need anything. And we really missed the life we had. The space, the sky, the food, more food. We wish we could go back to that time before this damn bomb dropped. Okay, but we can't. Day 2. Living in the past is not wise in our current situation. We need to think of today and tomorrow. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Nothing new. Okay, everybody's fine, I guess. Let's prepare for scavenge, even if the contamination is still strong. But I have the gas mask. It's really weird when you get the feeling that something is watching you. Our shelter is tiny, but this has been bugging us for a while now. We checked all the closets and no one's hiding there. Is there something alive down here, besides us? Maybe a rodent of some kind? If so, we need to show it that we are the dominant species in this little paradise of ours. Let's shoot it, whatever it is. Okay. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. And everybody should be fine. Okay, so let's send out Timmy Boy with the gas mask. So because he's so small, I think he can crouch in many places and get some items, food, soup. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink, fast. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we will do if it doesn't come back. Cut got his gas mask. Okay. Nothing new to everybody. We heard something about supply drops on the radio. This just might be what we need to survive. And it's supposed to happen near our house. Shall we go out and find if it's really happening? Yay. Can we tell Timmy to go there? Because he has got our gas mask. Great. Can't do that. Day number 5. Got to feed them, give them something to drink today. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. Okay. Okay, so it takes 1/4 of water or soup if I give them per person. So if I feed all of them, 1 soup goes away. Got it. We woke up to a dripping sound today and noticed there's something leaking from the pipes. That green liquid looked innocent enough, even after it ate through the table and the chair and the floor. Patching up that pipe is probably a good idea. Yeah, let's patch it up with the Boy Scout book. Day number 6. Timmy is still out. Ha! Problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Okay, everybody's fine. We had planned to go to Niagara Falls and see those beautiful waterfalls. We never expected to get a waterfall of our very own in our shelter. Right now, it seems there's half a dozen pipes burst and all that water is pouring right into our bunker. We need to save our supplies. Okay, I'm going to save the radio because the military is going to contact us on the radio, and I think that's the most important item I have. They said the map is destroyed. Can I still mark it? The radio was rescued first before any of that filthy liquid got into its case. It wasn't long before most of the water disappeared, but the damage it would done was enough to upset us. Cleaning and fixing this mess will take us days. And what's that smell? Okay. Lost our playing cards and our map day number 7, nothing to feed. There's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner, rather than later, and plan the trip outside. Before we could make the third step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. We had only moments to decide what to do. Shoot it! Of course. Damn. The weapon is still intact, perfect. And I shot it without ammunition. Nice. A quick shot with the rifle was more than enough to scare away, or maybe bring down whatever creature stalked us in the darkness. We never saw it again. Are the walls closing in on us? Is the space getting smaller with every passing minute? We need to get out of here, now! Open the door! Open the damn door! No? I won't let radioactive sickness come inside. And Ted is crazy and has a hand sock puppet. That's nice, but whoa, there's so much water and food. That's great. Timmy's MVP and he got a flashlight. Nice. And I think the bug spray. Keeping the door closed was the right thing to do, but the tensions are rising in our tiny little shelter. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Gas mask. Going to the supermarket is not as easy as it used to be, now that the raiders have taken over the place and are running plunder operations in this area. It is more difficult than ever. We sense the numbers left on guard duty were limited. It seemed possible to sneak around them and retrieve some of their loot. It's worth a shot. Okay, perfect. For soup 6 water bottles. Whoa, Timmy is the MVP. 1 flashlight and the bug spray. Great, so give him food and water. Because he deserves that. And it looks like this area is still irradiated. Okay, we've still got our gas mask, so let's prepare again. It's been a while, we don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune into some emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. Yes. Do that. That's why I keep the radio safe from the waterfall. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout site has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel to the surface now. Great, so I think I don't need the gas mask anymore, probably. But let's read what it says. We are feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is choose the right person to go outside. Let's send Mary Jane. And... don't take anything with you, because it's perfectly fine out there, I guess. And Mary Jane is back. She got back some ammunition. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us into the wasteland. Roaches are the worst. But radioactive roaches? Yikes! Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. When we reached our local police station, we were surprised to find it staffed by police officers. That's an admirable call of duty right there. We couldn't say we knew any of them, but they had uniforms and badges, so surely they are the law in this part of the wasteland. It seems like they started writing it down for everyone to see. The exterior station walls are covered with some inspiring signs, like New Order and The World is Ours. The policemen were quite nervous while we were around. After a short chat, they gave us some food, then told us to go away and never mention what we saw to anyone. What a soup. An ammunition pack was lying just outside the station. Okay. There was a map laid out on the hood of one of the burned down police cars. The clumsy sign on it read, "The plan to take over the world." Perfect. Mary Jane is starving. Yes, she missed day 10, I guess, so let's give her something. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb drop. Yet, here we are. We can clearly hear a phone ringing outside. It must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should we go answer it? Yes, let's send Dolores. I think she can talk the best out of people. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Day 17. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Timmy went down to the wasteland. Okay, everybody's fine, I guess. Damn it! Every time we want to check out one of these really great places in the neighborhood, we end up looking at a stain or a hole in our map. That's not very helpful when you are planning a very dangerous journey, now is it? So it's a good time to fix that darn map. Yeah, let's fix it with the Boy Scout. We are done fighting, but for how long? Give them something to eat and drink. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some fresh radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. There was no note on it and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? I mean, I need some items, I guess. Maybe there's a medkit or the padlock. What am I missing? The axe? Maybe there's an item inside. Let's check it out. And Dolores got sick. Shit. It was an innocent looking bottle of water, so we took a sip. We thought we got lucky, but it was all a lie. Either that water was irradiated, or it was some kind of biological weapon. It made us all feel pretty sick. Shit. How to unsicken her? I guess I have to use the medkit, but I don't have one. Today the music from the radio stopped abruptly, and instead we got to listen to a transmission from the army. We were almost halfway to the door when they started talking about evacuation. But it turns out there is something we need to do first. All survivors were asked to leave a sign that we are alive somewhere in the area. The exact location was given in geographical coordinates. We need a map to establish where that is. Okay, let's do our first task for the military. Day 22. Tim is still out. A quick glance at the map gave us all the information we required. We left them a message in a bottle. And Tim is back. Great. He brought back a medkit. Yes, I can heal Dolores, that's good. As long as we are safe, we can stay down here. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We were not alone outside the shelter. At first, it seemed like the creature stalking us was about to get itself a tasty dinner. To our relief, it turned out to be a friendly monkey. It joined our expedition. Great. While we explored one of the streets, our monkey companion ran away, only to come back moments later carrying a can of food. It couldn't open it himself, but it was happy to share it with us. At one point during our expedition, the monkey started making weird sounds and digging in front of us with a stick. A quick investigation revealed a few bottles of water. No one even tried to open them. The same couldn't be said about those bottles of booze lying next to them. The monkey took us just outside the town to what seemed like a hidden bunker. It contained some medical supplies. That's a great monkey out there. I want a monkey now. Damn it, our gas mask was damaged during the expedition. That's fun. Give Timmy something to eat and drink and Dolores, I guess. We are not certain about the situation on the surface. A trip could be risky, but we could really use the supplies. Yes, prepare for scavenging. The trash can is becoming full of empty soup cans, and that unmentionable bucket is overflowing. Both of them are attracting strangely glowing, suspiciously big insect wildlife. Roaches weren't that big before the war, were they? No, hit them with the Boy Scout. I think the book is pretty good. It saved our map. It killed all those radioactive cockroaches. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us out into the wasteland. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches? Yikes. Okay. Did I give Timmy something to eat and drink? I don't know. Let's do it. Enough sitting around. It's time to visit the surface and look for some additional supplies. Maybe something survived the blast. Maybe someone else is still alive. Let's find out. Yeah, let's send out Mary Jane and... yeah, let's send her out alone without anything. There she is, perfect. And she's sick, great. And brought back nothing. We could barely sleep after all that arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We came across a local church at the end of the road. Most of it was destroyed, but the priest's quarters survived the blast. A group of people survived there and started a cult. They believe that everything that's been happening is a game, tailored for someone's amusement. How crazy is that? Cultists decided they won't be needing any holy water. We did a bit of miracle work and turned empty wine bottles into quite full water bottles. Okay, let's give Mary Jane her food and water. This morning we were surprised to find a letter on our doorstep. It wasn't signed and it contained a location and time for a meeting tonight. A few sentences. It said things like, "We are friendly, come unarmed, send one person." We have no idea who could send that, but we are guessing this is our chance to find out. Are we sending someone? Yeah, let's send out Dolores again. Because she's pretty good in talking, I guess. And she's back. It's true, it's all true. There really are others just like us. We arrived at the rendezvous unarmed and on time. And we were greeted by a friendly looking group of survivors. They are being led by twins, a brother and a sister, who seems to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Great. Let's give everything what they need. The state of the wasteland remains unknown to us. Maybe we should risk it and go out? Yeah, let's prepare. nothing to lose. We get scared a little bit when all of a sudden our map just fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted. When the map fell down, it revealed some sort of safe behind it. We don't remember installing it, but we can probably crack it. Well, we technically have all the time in the world to do it. Should we try? Yes, because if it's our bunker, there must be something good inside. I hope. We are still not certain how the map fell down. If it was some ghost playing tricks on us, it's a friendly one. Inside the safe we found some useful items, so we will do this ghost the courtesy of not calling an exorcist. Nice, 1 soup. That's good. And yeah, it's about time we choose someone. Okay, scavenge and send Dolores with nothing. Day 35. Where the fuck is Ted? Ted couldn't resist the madness that was consuming him any longer. It seems that today, following the advice of his sock puppet, he left the bunker and went in an unknown direction, never to be seen again. We hope Ted and the cruel puppet that took him away from us will have lots of fun together. Ah, how fortunate. We took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Yeah, so only my kids are in the bunker and Dolores is still out for scavenging. Our situation is getting worse every day. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eye. We know a teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bomb fell. We also know what kind of supplies are in school shelter. As part of the community, we help stock it for an emergency. So technically, they are ours, right? Should we reclaim them in the hour of need? I guess we don't need. We got 6 bottles of water and 5 cans of soup, and that's really much, I guess. Where's Dolores? She has to come back. Robbing innocent people? Absolutely not. We are not savages. We cannot stoop that low. It's important to keep our values even in these troubled times, especially in these troubled times. Let's set a shiny example and leave these poor people alone. Yeah, just don't be a dick. We never thought we would live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is, they've probably scared off any rats in the area. The bad news is, they are huge and will probably attack us when they get a chance. Hit it with this Boy Scout book. Boy Scout book is pretty good. We dodged a bullet this time. That is, if a bullet was huge, hairy, had 8 legs and a glowing head. Hopefully we won't have to deal with them again. Wait, where is Dolores? Someone is at the door. We are a bit scared, but maybe it's a friendly face of an American soldier. Should we open? Yeah, please, be the military, please. Or Dolores. Okay, Dolores is back, but no military? Turned out it was a nice, mysterious fellow in a weird suit. He gave us some soup cans. This will help us survive the next couple of days. Great. We are pretty optimistic about today's expedition. That's good. Pretty optimistic sounds good. Day 40. Give them something. The siblings have visited us today. They told us they are searching the town for a safe place that would do well as a possible camp. So far their group has been living in a tent, but they are picking up more wastelanders every day and they simply don't have enough space. They mentioned that the map of the neighborhood could be very helpful in their situation. Yeah, let's give them the map. I think I don't need it anymore, hopefully, because I just did something for the military and it's still here. Great. We were happy to see them again. We quickly handed them our map and pointed out several locations that might be worth checking out. They left before it got dark to still get a few hours of scouting in daylight, but they said they would definitely be back again to share some news and a friendly chat. We hope they find a good place. Maybe we could visit them when the camp is ready. Hopefully. Day 41. A stranger pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of goods stopped by today. He claimed he's a trader looking to the barter for items he requires. So 1, 1, 2, or 1 bottle of water. How much do we got? 7 and a quarter. And I don't think we give anything away for just 1 bottle of water. I think that's pretty good what we have so far. Day 42. Where's the military? We refuse to trade. Hopefully we made the right choice, but the trader was not too happy about this. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? Walk the surface like we used to? Smell the fumes and pollution? Ah, that's the scent of freedom we miss. Okay, where's Timmy? And my daughter left. Mary Jane's sickness got worse, and when we weren't able to provide her with medicine, she decided it's time to cure whatever she had on her own. She left a note saying she's not coming back since she never even liked our town to begin with. Oh, that's rude. Where is the military? Oh, there's Timmy. Timmy's back. He brought a rifle and a medkit. Great. They seemed friendly enough, so we let them have a look at our map. They thanked us and offered us some supplies in exchange. We graciously accepted and wished them luck on their quest. Timmy brought 1 weapon, 4 cans of soup, a medkit and a gas mask. Wow, Timmy is really good. Wow. Let's give him the medkit and something to eat and drink. It's been a while, but there was another message from the military on the radio. They want us to send 1 person out to meet them. Sounds like some kind of precaution or a trick. We hope we know what we are getting into. Who should we send? I got nothing to send because they're all tired. Dolores is back and she's pretty fucked. 1 gas mask, 1 can of soup, 2 bottles of water and some playing cards. Great. Give her food and water. It's been a while, but there was another message from the military on the radio. They want us to send 1 person out to meet them. Sounds like some kind of precaution or a trick. Okay, it's the second time we got this message, so let's send out Timmy boy. Okay, he's back. What happened? We managed to make it to the meeting in time. We tried our best to answer the questions the soldiers asked us. Let's hope we fulfilled the expectations and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Good news. Let's give them something because we have got so much. We've been hearing a lot of noises coming from our neighborhood today. Our guess is that there was a zoo escape and the animals are stampeding up there. It might be a good chance to hunt some fresh food. We should go outside, yeah, let's send out Timmy. I mean, we got a lot of soup, but he's gone. Fuck. Well, if we've ever had a bad idea, this excursion definitely makes the top 5 list. Everything was going well until we realized it's a velociraptor herd, or something that looked like one. Even if they weren't, their hunger for flesh was equal to that of the dinosaurs. Our expedition discovered this the hard way. Weapon is gone, so Timmy is dead, I guess. Let's not prepare for scavenging. This is terrible. We can't sleep. We've been having problems with sleeping ever since we got down here. And I can't help you because I don't have a medkit. For an isolated fallout shelter, we sure have a lot of disturbances. Something has been making a lot of noise since dawn and we couldn't sleep. It seems to be coming from under the floor and coincidentally we just found a manhole that we could use to go down and check what's going on. Okay, let's check it out. Day 62. Got a medkit, I think. found treasure down there. Pills, bottles and other medical supplies were stacked on a few shelves down in a narrow room. Just enough to stock our first aid kit. Good for us. We didn't find the source of the noise. Okay, got our medkit. Perfect. I think I can stay alive for a long, long time. We've been wondering what happened to Uncle Brian. Yeah, let's search the Boy Scout book for Uncle Brian. Maybe that's turning Dolores uncrazy, but nope. We did. The photo we were looking for was stuck between the pages of the Boy Scout book. What a lucky coincidence. It's a bit blurry, but it's still a wonderful surprise. I need the military. Again, the fuck started banging on our door, ordering us to surrender and give up all of our supplies. How do we respond to these scumbags? Okay, and now I have nothing left. And they shot Dolores. I was so far into this game. Where the fuck were the military? Oh no, instead of murdering us all and robbing our supplies like we expected them to, the bandits grabbed Dolores and pulled her out of the shelter, kicking and screaming. Damn you bandits, Dolores will make you pay for this, we are sure of it. I survived for 64 fucking days. And the military didn't came. What is that? You perished, thank you. Yeah, I lost. Yeah, so I'm going to try to do it in the next one. Hopefully I'm going to do it, because now I've lost 2 times in a row. And I was now 64 days into this game, but I think I did pretty well. I think I just had some bad luck when Ted got crazy at the start, and then he ran away, and my daughter also ran away, and Timmy was eaten by some dinosaurs. So I think this was just a lot of bad luck, and we're going to try to win this game in the next episode. So until the next video of 60 seconds, and tell a friend about the guy in the red suit.